If you are looking for the top 10 best business debt consolidation loans, here is the review that you really need. Number 10, we have here National Funding. Our score, 7.9 over 10. What we love about National Funding is that it's really great for small to mid-sized businesses. Loan amounts here go from $5,000 to $500,000. Time in business, 6 months, and minimum credit score, they want you to 550 to 600. So this is really great. We love the fact that with National Funding, things can go really fast and they're very generous, okay, when it comes to consolidating your business debt. So you have financing up to $500,000 and early payoff discounts. So this is really great. Now, the only thing we don't like is that they actually might require you to have daily or weekly payments. You have potential high borrowing cost, and they do actually, in some cases, depending on the geography, they want you to have a minimum gross annual sales of $250,000. Now, we have seen them over the years, and sometimes they will relax those restrictions depending on the geography where your business operates. But if you are in a big, let's say in a preeminent geography like New York or California, they actually want to maintain the $250,000 sales before they actually consider your business debt consolidation application. So National Funding, 7.9 over 10. Number 9, we have Cabbage. Our score, 8 over 10. So when you think about Cabbage, actually Cabbage now was, they used to be an independent company. They were bought over by American Express during the COVID thing, the pandemic. So nowadays they are part of American Express. It's part of the American Express business loan program here. And with Cabbage, you can actually get funding from $2,000 to $250,000 for your business debt consolidation loan application. Not a problem. They want you to be in business for at least 1 year, and they will take a credit score that's around 600 to 640. When you think about Cabbage, you got to think about a business that is backed by a financial colossus such as American Express, right? And we love the fact that there is no prepayment penalty. This is really great. Now, there are some detriments here to this loan application here, to this loan program. There are monthly fees on unpaid balances, and they do require, in some cases, a personal guarantee. Again, this depends on the geography where your business operates. But overall, Cabbage is great. Our score, 8 over 10. Number 8, we have here OnDeck. Our score, 8.3 over 10. By the way, boss, welcome back to the channel. In today's conversation, I'm talking to you about business debt consolidation loans, the best of the best. And so when we talk about OnDeck, we're speaking about, this is an online term loan here. Okay, the maximum loan amount, $250,000, and they want you to have a minimum credit score of 625. In some cases, they will relax that threshold. They will go back all the way to 600. And we love the fact that the APR is kind of decent. You are looking at 15 to 29%. But if you have bad credit, they can go all the way to 75 to even to 100%. This is what it is, okay? So OnDeck actually offers a fast term loan for small business owners that have a less than stellar credit. They want to expand or they want to consolidate their existing business debt. So OnDeck is a great possibility. The only thing is that their rates are kind of high, especially if you have bad credit, okay? And so they might ask you to have minimum annual revenue of $100,000, and they don't want you to have bankruptcies in the past 2 years. Number 7, boss, we have here Credibility Capital. Our score, 8.7 over 10. Let me just quickly remind you today's topic so we have a clear idea of what we're talking about. We're speaking about the top 10 business debt consolidation loans. So Credibility Capital is a great one, 8.7 over 10. Again, this is an online term loan. What we love about Credibility is that they're really credible. I mean, you know, I know this sounds like a little cheesy, whatever, but they're really credible. They will actually help fund you real fast here. And they offer low-cost business loans for debt consolidation. They work best for small business owners with strong credit. You got to have good credit. The minimum credit score here is 625 to 675, okay? Minimum time in business, 2 years. Minimum annual revenue, it actually oscillates from $100,000 to $200,000. They don't want you to have bankruptcies in the past 5 years. 5 years. Okay, very important. And what we love about credibility is that they will not only approve you, they'll actually assign a loan rep to you to kind of help you finalize the paperwork. So this is really good. And loans can be approved and funded within 5 business days. Okay, and there are no prepayment penalties, and you have competitive rates compared to other online lenders. Fantastic. Number 6, boss, we're still having a conversation here about the best business debt consolidation loans. Number 6, we have Funding Circle. Our score, 8.9 over 10. This is another biggie. We love Funding Circle. They're really great. And the maximum loan amount here for business debt consolidation, you are speaking about $500,000. Minimum credit score. Now, the whole thing is about Funding Circle is that their credit score are kind of high. So the minimum credit score, it goes from 625 to 660. The APR here, you're looking at 1064 to 31.85%. So Funding Circle, when you really think about Funding Circle, I want you to think about an option for debt consolidation, which is great for established businesses. They are refinancing their loans, or they want to actually just finance an expansion. Okay, and so cash can be available within 3 business days. You have competitive rates among online lenders and no minimum revenue requirements, and terms up to 7 years. So this is really great. And one thing I love about Funding Circle is how generous they are. You're looking at $500,000 here, okay? And but they don't want you to have bankruptcies in the past 7 years. This is kind of so if you have 7 years while others are asking for 2 years or 5 years, Funding Circle is like, listen, if you have had bankruptcies in the last 7 years, we don't want your ass at all. So this is you have to know this is just what it is. Funding Circle, 8.9 over 10. Number 5, we have Tab Bank. Our score, 9 over 10. Now, here is a bank that is that not a lot of folks know, but this bank, actually Tab Bank, kicks a lot of ass, especially when it comes to business debt consolidation. And they've been doing this for many years now. Now, here they offer you a business term loan for debt consolidation. Maximum loan amount, $200,000. Minimum credit score, 625 to 650. The APR actually oscillates from 8.99% to 35.99%. So what we love about Tab is that they offer competitive interest rates for business owners with strong credit, and they can sometimes sometimes fund faster than an SBA loan. Okay, so what we love about them also is that their terms are pretty generous. You're looking at a tenor that goes from 12 to 60 months here. And you can actually apply online if you want to. There is no prepayment penalty, so this is really great. And in some cases, the one thing we don't like with a Tab is that in some cases, depending on the geography, they might ask you to provide a personal guarantee. They might also ask you to provide a business lien. Number 4, boss, we have here. What's number 4? Okay, yeah. State Capital Management. Our score, 9.3 over 10. It's Slate Capital Management. Our score, 9.3 over 10. Now, one thing I want to say quickly about Slate is that we love them. The only thing is they want you to actually make daily payments. They might ask you to make weekly payments. The thing with our experience here is that when you have a business loan, I don't care if it's for business debt consolidation loan or something else. If a lender is asking you to actually have daily repayments, this could be disruptive to your cash flows, because a business needs to plan its business, it's a cash flows. So you have to actually plan that. If you want to go with Slate, I just want you to be aware that they might ask you to have daily repayments. Okay. And but Slate is a great option. You can consolidate all your payments into one, and you can actually lower your payments by an average of 25 to 30%. It's actually a great way. The only thing is that, hey, listen, I just said it. It's all about the daily repayment thing. So with Slate Capital Management, you can actually consolidate all kinds of loans. It could be a merchant cash advance debt. It could be an alternative line of credit debt. It can be an alternative loan, business loan debt. So all kinds of debts that you have, you can actually consolidate those through Slate Capital Management. Their limit is around 1 million. It really depends on the geography, but we have worked with them in the past, and they will actually approve you up to $1 million. Number 3, we have here Oak Street Funding. Our score 9.6 over 10. I mean, one thing we love about Oak Street is that not only they're really fast, but also their terms are fantastic. You're looking at what? You can get a loan. Actually, they have multiple types of program of business credit programs there. You can choose to consolidate business debt. You can actually choose to expand, or you can choose to actually buy inventory. Not inventory. You can actually choose to get cash for your working capital. Okay. Now, in today's conversation, we are interested in their business debt consolidation loan program, right? So you have 1 monthly payment. You can save on interest rate a lot. And actually, with Oak Street, they can fund you all the way to $50 million, $50 million. Okay, there are all kinds of structures that are possible here. And what we love is that they have adaptable terms here. They have terms up to 10 years. So this is really great. Number 2, we have a Fast Business Capital. Our score 9.7 over 10. When you think about Fast Business Capital, I want you to think about a lender that is very flexible, and we love the fact that they are very generous too in terms of the borrowing limits. You are looking at $10,000 to $1 million. And in terms of term durations, you are looking at 180 days. So that's about what, 6 months to 5 years. And interest rates are really decent too. You are looking at 7% to 25%. So you have a wide chasm, a wide gap here. That's actually manageable. Okay. And you can actually qualify really easily through Fast Business Capital. They'll ask you for your revenue, your time in business. They'll ask you for your borrowing history, your tax returns. Here we are speaking about personal and business. They'll ask you for your credit score and personal and business. They might qualify you even if you have a low FICO score. Not a problem. Okay. They just want to have a clear idea of what kind of business operation you have. But they will actually take care of you. Not a problem. And the thing is that, so their credit score requirements is really cool. They want minimum 530, and they want you to be in business 3 months. See, the requirements are very flexible. Okay, this is what I'm just saying, and this is really cool. So this is for Fast Business Capital. Number 1, the best of the best, in our view, Shield Funding. Our score 9.9 over 10. So Shield Funding is the best when it comes to business loans for debt consolidation. We love them because they are very flexible. We love them because they are very fast, and they will actually disperse funding very, very fast. If you have a question, you can call them up. What we've seen is that people always pick up. We love it when people pick up at lenders, in lenders' offices. So their number is 1-888-375-2801, 1-888-375-2801. Really fantastic. You can also apply online. The cool thing is they have a soft pull program there, so you actually are shielding. It's a nice play on words here. Shield funding. You can shield your FICO score through a soft pull, and you can actually see if you pre-qualify for the loan program before you actually apply. Now, obviously, there is no correlation between your pre-approval odds or your pre-approval numbers and your final numbers once you decide to go through the whole process. But it's always good. It's nice to have. Okay. And so Shield Funding can actually approve you all the way to $10 million, and they're just asking you to have a $10 million minimum monthly revenue. If you have made it so far, I want to give you a bonus here, and you're gonna love this bonus. We have found 2 extra lenders that are really great. They really kick ass when it comes to business debt consolidation, and I want to share them with you here. So number one, we have Commercial Credit Group. Our score is 7.5 over 10. And the cool thing about Commercial Credit Group is that they are really, they have a flexibility, they have a flexible program there, okay? They will allow you to have one monthly payment, fixed interest rate, one lender. You can actually, what we love about Commercial Credit Group is that in addition to giving you the money for your business the consolidation loan, they'll actually give you additional working capital. In other words, they'll give you extra. If you meet the requirements, they'll give you extra cash just so that you can actually survive, even if you don't need the money. Obviously, they're making money from you if they're lending to you. You gotta have the right credit scores. The right credit scores, not only for business, but also for personal. Okay, this is important. And you got to have the right financial statements. We're looking at all the four primary financial statements. It must be, those statements must be healthy. Okay, we're speaking about healthy cash flows. We're speaking about, you see, the whole thing, when I'm talking about healthy cash flows, I'm not saying you have the money in the bank and you can't use it to consolidate your debt and you need extra cash for it. I'm just saying that there is consistency. You see, money is coming in. Money is coming in. Money is coming in. So lenders love that. And Commercial Credit Group loves that. Another lender who actually can help you out in terms of business debt consolidation loans is Fundbox. Again, with Fundbox, you have quick approvals. You're looking at $1,000 to $150,000. This is really good. And they just want you to be in business for 6 months and minimum credit score 600. Okay, so they can consolidate your business debt up to $150,000. This is really good. And you are looking at repayment terms of 12 or 24 months. Okay, and your available credit will go back up as you repay your line of credit. So it's basically you're consolidating your business debts by having a line of credit. The only thing here is that Fundbox can give you a loan, a business loan itself, or a business line of credit. It depends on your geography. It depends on your the criteria, your application profile, because they look at a constellation of factors before approving you anyway. Let's have a quick conversation about an overview. When we speak about business debt consolidation loans, what are we talking about? Well, with business debt consolidation, you combine several loans or merchant cash advances into one loan. Ideally, your new loan will have a lower interest rate, lower payments, a shorter repayment period, or all three. Okay, so this is really important to have in mind. And the thing here is that business debt consolidation differs from debt refinancing. It's important to have this clear distance here. We have two important concepts: business debt consolidation loan and business debt refinancing. And one thing I want to say here is that when we speak about your business debt consolidation loan, you got to ask yourself, what is the monthly repayment, right? This is kind of important because you're looking at liquidity here. You're looking at financial analysis. You want to make sure that your bank, your business has the wherewithals, the financial ability to repay the loan, because see, you are consolidating multiple loans, multiple business loans into one, but you got to be able to afford the new payment. Now, obviously, the new payment will be lower if you do things right, but you still need to be able to afford it. So you got to look at your cash inflows and cash outflows to make sure that there is consistency on that front, so that you don't be in a situation, you don't actually find yourself in a situation where you cannot afford the monthly payments. And this is why we always, and the thing is that if you really notice here, those 10 or those 12 business business debt consolidation lenders that I just talked about, none of them is a bank or a credit union. So all of them are either alternative lenders or online lenders. Obviously, no. Tab Bank is a bank, okay? It's the only one, because you have Cabbage. Cabbage is part of American Express, but American Express is not really a bank. I mean, some consider them a bank, but it's not really a bank. But long story short, what I'm trying to say here is what? I'm trying to say that you have to analyze the situation clearly to see what really works for you. Because when we speak about business debt consolidation loans, you want to get the best rates. You want to get the best terms. But again, it's all about making sure that you take care of liquidity. You take care of cash inflows versus cash outflows, because you don't want to actually get a a balloon payment that you cannot afford. Let me give you a few pro tips before we close to this conversation here, so you really have a better idea of what to do. It's important to understand that when we speak about business debt consolidation loans, we're speaking about loans that we're speaking about a diverse catalog of loans that has been grouped into one. Okay, but sometimes you might qualify, or sometimes you might not qualify. My question is, have you thought about maybe getting a business balance transfer credit cards? Because the process is kind of similar, right? Because basically you are actually consolidating business loans into another loan. But you could do the same thing with credit cards if you have the right balance, and if you have the right limit, that is, and if those business loans are not too much. Because the whole thing here is that, not a lot of banks, not a lot of credit unions will actually approve you for a business credit cards with the credit limits of, say, $1 million. It does exist though, but those do exist, but it's rare. Okay, so it's important now. So I'm just helping you understand that there is some kind of flexibility in the analysis that you need to have here. And if you want to get a business debt consolidation loan, you got to think about a few things first. You got to think about your credit score. We spoke about that. Please shop around. You want to go for it. You want to see if you can pre-qualify for the loan. You want to go to the online lender's website, and you basically want to enter your data to see what you might qualify for. This is important. And so you just submit your loan application. So you go through the pre-qualification process, you see what you can qualify for. And if you decide to actually go for the real thing, then you submit a loan application. At that point, a hard pull may actually exist. They might actually do a hard pull on you, and unless you apply with EIN only. But again, that's another story for another day. But one thing I want to say here is that if you actually submit a loan application, you just have to wait. You have to wait for approval. Sometimes you might be approved in 24 hours, 48 hours. It can be 5 days. It really depends on the lender. And it depends also on the paperwork that you submitted, right? It's all about how complete, how thorough your paperwork is. Okay, so this is really important to really keep in mind. But overall, if you do things right, you can actually be approved within 2 days or 3 days, and you can decide to consolidate the debts yourself, or you can actually ask the lender to pay your former lenders quickly. They can do it directly too. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Before I actually do a recap here, I want you to really check out our loan evaluation approach. We do have a street methodology on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing business loans and personal loans. Check this out. All right, let's quickly recap here. We are speaking about the top 10 business debt consolidation loans. Number 1, we have Shield Funding. Our score 9.9 over 10. Number 2, we have Fast Business Capital. Our score 9.7 over 10. Number 3, we have here Oak Street Funding. Our score 9.6 over 10. Number 4, we have here Slate Capital Management. Our score 9.3 over 10. Number 5, we have here Tab Bank 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Funding Circle, 8.9 over 10. Number 7, we have Credibility Capital. We have 8.7 over 10. Number 8, we have Undeck, 8.3 over 10. Number 9, we have Cabbage, 8.8 over 10. And number 10, we have National Funding, 7.9 over 10. And in the bonus category, we have Commercial Credit Group, 7.5 over 10. And Fundbox, 7.1 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.